Good evening, everyone, and welcome to our Health, Aging, and Disabilities Committee meeting. Today is October 27th, 2021. I am the chair, Councilman at Large Rashima Dixon, and at this time I will call for a roll call of committee members first. Councilwoman Cabrera. I don't think I saw her on yet. Councilwoman McCoy.
Present.
Thank you. Councilwoman Fields.
Present.
Thank you. Councilwoman Oliver.
Present.
Thank you. And President Congo.
Here.
Thank you. Are there any other committee members? And I want to recognize Councilwoman Cabrera as well, has joined us.
Present.
Thank you. And I think that is it for council members that are on. We will get started with our first agenda item this evening, which is a presentation of the Wilmington Junior League regarding the Period Poverty Initiative. Is a Junior League there?
Hi, we're here. Should we share our presentation slides or will you share them?
We'll share them on our end.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Yep, it's up for you.
Perfect. Thank you. Good evening, Chair Dixon, Vice Chair Cabrera, and City Council members. Thank you for allowing us the time to present at the Health, Aging, and Disabilities Committee. I'm Melissa Marlin, the president of the Junior League of Wilmington, Delaware. Founded in 1918, the Junior League of Wilmington is a nonprofit volunteer organization that encourages women to use their talents and resources to improve the social, economic conditions of others. With over 300 members, the Junior League serves as an important volunteer resource and catalyst for positive change throughout our partnerships with other nonprofit organizations in the community. In 1965, we established our headquarters in the historic Lee Derrickson House on the corner of 18th and North Market Street in the Brandywine Village neighborhood. Over the past 100 years, the Junior League's focus area has changed to meet the diverse needs of the community. From actively supporting a women's right to vote, creating a foster care review board to protect children's rights, and helping to form the Delaware Adolescent Program Inc. DAPI, a high school for pregnant and parenting teens. Throughout all of these projects, the women of the Junior League of Wilmington dedicate their time, energy, and resources to improving our community. Next slide. In August 2019, the Junior League of Wilmington announced our latest initiative, Stand Up Period, which addresses period equity. We are committed to raising awareness of period equity in Wilmington and working towards ensuring individuals have affordable access to period supplies. We are addressing this vital need through direct service and advocacy, and by building a coalition of individuals and organizations that can work collaboratively to eliminate period poverty in our state. Why the name Stand Up Period? We're standing up because we believe people deserve equitable access to period supplies. No one should have to miss out on life, whether that be school, sports, activities, or work, because they lack the means for adequate pads and tampons. And because anyone with a period has experienced that moment where they wondered if their protection was enough, we want to help them confidently stand up, period. Later, you'll hear from our community impact chairs, Kelly Slabicki and Melissa Byler, about what we've been able to accomplish since adopting this initiative in August 2019. But now I want to hand the presentation over to Mary Goodlander, our Public Policy and Advocacy Chair, to provide some more information on period equity. Next slide.
Thank you, Melissa. We would like to bring to your attention the fact that we believe menstrual hygiene is an intersectional issue. It impacts many things, including quality of life, physical, emotional, and sexual health, education and extracurricular activities for young persons, employment, income, and financial stability, and personal safety. Nearly 2 billion people across the world menstruate every month. Millions of girls, women, transgender men, and non-binary persons are unable to manage their menstrual cycle in a dignified and healthy way. This is a natural biological process, and it is highly stigmatized, which impacts our social and economic approach to it. While adolescent girls and women may experience social stigma, transgender men and non-binary persons also face discrimination, which deprives them of access to the materials and facilities that they need. We believe that economic equity spurs social change. Next slide. Thank you. Menstrual hygiene in Delaware has room for improvement, even though across our country we are slightly ahead of the curve. There are nearly 200,000 women and girls between the ages of 12 and 44 in Delaware, and of those, 1 in 6 lives below the federal poverty line. Approximately 60,300 women between the ages of 19 and 64 are covered by Medicaid, but this does not address the need for menstrual supplies. Food assistance programs make this exclusion as well, and that creates a serious needs gap. I'm now going to hand over the presentation to Melissa Byler, who's going to talk about how we are attempting to fill the needs gap at this moment.
The Junior League of Wilmington's Community Impact Committee participates in twice monthly community resource events, supplying period packs at no cost to members of the community. We are currently on track to donate 19,000 individual supplies per month and will approach 250,000 supplies donated this year. Some community events that we contribute to monthly include the Kingswood Community Center, the Delaware Department of Justice, Grace United Methodist Church, Mobile Food Pantry, and the Teen Warehouse. And we would like to mention that 2 of our largest partnerships that we donate to monthly are 2 food pantries, St. Stephen's Church and Grace United Methodist. And among those 2, we donate over 3,200 individual products a month.
And I'm Kelly Slabicki. I am also co-chair of Community Impact. So as you can see, listed are the amount of participants, organizations that we have partnered with this year alone to provide resources to. Our league year starts in June. So since June of this year, the Junior League has donated 23,800 liners, 24,400 tampons, and 62,300 pads. I will say I just did a donation today, so those numbers are even higher. This includes a donation of over 27,000 menstrual products that were donated to all 15 Newcastle County libraries in an effort to create sustainable change in public places for adults. Next slide. All right, so we would like to thank the committee for their time and respectfully request you consider the information presented to you this evening. The impacts of menstrual inequity can be addressed through incremental change and ultimately benefit us all. The Junior League of Wilmington has worked tirelessly to fill the needs gaps in our community, but this work is neither equitable nor sustainable. True change must come from a greater collective source, which we believe can be found in our democratic process. Thank you all.
Thank you so much, Junior League, for the presentation. I do see some hands up already, so I am going to call on Councilwoman Oliver first.
Yes, I'm sorry. First, I would like to thank Stand Up, period, for the outstanding work they do. But I heard it say 2 churches, and I didn't hear the locations. What were the 2 churches? What was the locations of the 2 churches? I'm sorry.
So St. Stephen's Lutheran Church and Grace United Methodist Church both have food pantries.
Oh, where are they located? I have missed.
They're both in Wilmington.
No, I said, what are their addresses?
Oh,
Well, I can tell you Grace United is 900 North. It's right by Purebred in downtown.
900 North.
I want to say North Church Street, but I'm not positive.
And St.
Washington.
Stephen's. Oh,
Thank you.
That's okay. Could someone repeat the right address so I can, let some people know? What was that, 900 Washington or Church? I know it's not on
Washington.
Church.
It's
Washington.
900 Washington Street.
Washington.
Grace
Thank
Church.
Yep.
And what was the other location?
St. Stephen's Lutheran Church. I don't know the exact address. It's on Broome Street in Wilmington.
Does anyone know where it's located in Broome Street?
It's 1301 North Broome Street.
Okay, I'd just like to thank you, ladies, for doing an outstanding job. Keep up the good work.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Councilwoman Oliver. Councilwoman McCoy.
Thank you, and also thank you, Stand Up Period, for this great work. Wanted to find out whether or not was the Wilmington Libraries actually included within the Newcastle County number?
Yes, it was.
Yes.
Okay, good. That was one question. And then also wanted to find out whether or not are you only collecting or using disposable products, or whether or not you're actually doing something like, the Diva cups and things of that nature.
We are currently only supplying disposable products.
Thank you.
Part of our reasoning for that is the donations that we're able to collect from manufacturers who send us these products, but also based on feedback that we have received from the community about not having
Someone needs to mute their.
Maria.
Councilwoman Cabrera, can you mute your mic, please? Thank you.
Thank you. Disposable products are preferable largely because we are generally offering these products to people who are in lower income communities, and they don't always have dependable access to water or the ability to reuse like fabric products that would need washing. Things like Diva cups are not seen to be preferable just based on cultural preferences. So we have not opted to provide those either.
Okay. That was all the questions I had. Thank you very much for all that you're doing.
Thank you.
Thank you, Councilwoman McCoy. Councilwoman Cabrera.
Hi, I just really wanted to thank you for what you're doing. I remember going to over on the east side at the warehouse, and just really thought that it was great to see all the participants. Now, my question is, if a young woman needed help and wanted to try to get, on board and get the supplies, how would they go about? Do they have to go to one of the locations, or is there a sign up? How would that work?
So we do have individuals that will reach us by different connections. They'll reach out to us individually, and we do individual donations.
And you can reach out to us through standupperiod.org.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much. And again, great work. It's just one of those little details in life that people sometimes don't think about, but they are a major issue. So I just want to commend you for the work you're doing.
Thank you.
Thank you, Councilwoman Cabrera. Next up is Councilwoman Fields.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Ladies, I just want to say great job, what you are all doing in the community. And I seen you all dropping off at Grace Church today as I was sitting in line waiting for my daughter to get, picking up my daughter from school today. So, and I kept looking over, I said, well, what are those boxes? And then I looked and I read it, I'm nosy. So I had to look a little closer, and I said, okay. So then when I seen the boxes behind you, and I'm not sure who the lady is with the gray shirt on, but I seen you like moving the boxes.
Yep, that was me.
I was like, oh, okay, so that's who they are. So, it's amazing that you all are on the call today, and that I just happen to see you all delivering those products. So are they for the girls at the school, or are they just for for whoever comes to Grace Church as overall?
You can speak to that.
So we donate monthly to Grace United Methodist Church. They have a food pantry. And we also do monthly, they have every third Saturday of the month, they have a mobile food pantry. And they also provide other resources at this event. And we do attend that approximately once a month.
Okay, but if the girls are in school, because Serbian Girls Academy is at that is in that same building. If they needed to utilize those products, are they welcome to that?
So we when we donate to Grace United Methodist Church, we let them donate to whoever walks into their doors, but we currently do not have an individual partnership with Serbia.
Oh, okay. All right. Have you all thought about that, or you're just going to allow Grace Church to do that?
I want to speak to House, but
they're not a public school. We can talk with Grace United Methodist Church to see if they need additional products specifically for Servium.
Okay, I'm just asking because I know they have over 50 girls that go there. And sometimes they have enough room in their book bags. Sometimes they don't. Sometimes the parents, we take and do little baggies and, donate bags to the school as well. I was just wondering, since you already had the merchandise, the products there, that might be helpful to some of the girls that go there that's low income and don't have the ability to afford those products at home. So that was all I wanted. And keep up the good work, ladies. And I'm glad to see that you were at Grace Church. Have a good day. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Councilwoman Fields. I will say that, so I'm glad that you guys came back, because I know this was rescheduled from last month. So I appreciate you guys being patient with us and coming back for this month to present. Off of the question that Councilwoman Fields had, are there any schools currently that you guys are dropping off donations to right now?
So last year, the Junior League of Wilmington, through their support behind the passage of House Bill 20, which brings no-cost period supplies into public schools in the state from grades 6 through 12. This was a big step in the right direction, but it's still not enough, as there is still a needs gap. A school like Servium does serve the community, but still has girls who are in need of these types of supplies, which is a part of why we're continuing to push for further progress with the distribution of no-cost supplies.
Okay, great. And if there's, because I just want to point out again, the numbers are fantastic. So when you say you donate 19,000 individually supplies per month, and then the fact that you guys are, going to be at $250,000 of donated supplies of the year, that's definitely commended for the work that you all are doing. So I just wanted to make sure we pointed out those numbers again, but also just the different organizations that you guys have worked with currently, and probably more of which you're going to work with in the future, as we get more opportunities to go into new spaces. So you're always welcome to come back and talk to us about any updates on the work that you're doing and how we can be supportive. I know the city at one point in time also was a place where people could donate their products to, so I would love to see us do that again, and maybe that could be something that we also do as a committee in support of doing that here in the lobby. So again, as you did previously, and I know you got a lot of donations previously from doing that. So hopefully we can try to make that happen again. But again, I just want to thank you all for joining us. Before I don't see any other council members with hands up, but is there any questions from the public? All right, I see Alice. If you can unmute her for me.
I have a question. Earlier on, you made mention that the public prefer more disposable products. Have there been an effort in educating the public on the difference between or the importance of disposable and non-disposable products?
So we do not have medical background, so we want to be careful about what type of education we're providing to the public. So at this point, we have not provided that sort of education.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you, Alice, for the question. Any other last comments in regards to from any other council members? All right. Seeing none, thank you all again for presenting to us. And that website again is standupperiod.org. If you're interested in need of the products, please make sure you reach out to their organization. And thank you again to the Junior League of Wilmington for all you're doing and will continue to do. Thank you, ladies.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And have we been joined by? I do not see Mr. Turner on. Our next agenda.
May I?
Oh, yeah, Councilwoman Oliver.
Yes, thank you, Madam Chair. Vash Turner and another gentleman is supposed to come on, but I did receive a text stating that they didn't have the correct date. They just received information saying it would be on the Health and Aging Disability Committee, but evidently they weren't text or emailed the exact date. So the gentleman asked, could they come back on for your next Health, Aging, Disability Committee?
That's fine. That'll be in January when we come back.
Okay. So if you shoot me that date, before the end of the week, I'll make sure I give it to both of them. Thank you so much.
Yep. Thank you, Councilman Oliver.
Uh-huh.
And our last agenda item for this evening is just to give an update on the Health, Aging, and Healthy Aging Subcommittee. We are currently working on a list of names for that group, that subcommittee. They will have a list of, I have a co-chair who is working on it now. There will be an additional co-chair seat that will be available that will be put out. We allowed the co-chair to put together the list in regards to the subcommittee by November 1st. So that will be finalized. They will not meet formally until January of 2022. And then they will have a recommendations that they have to do and present to the committee by June of 2022 in our meeting. So this will be a process that will send out a press release in regards to the names or who's on it, as well as the information prior to, in addition to who is on there, but also details in regards to what the committee will be doing, which is, and to make it as unique in efforts to make sure that it is not overstepping into what council members are currently doing. The committee will be focused primarily on legislation that, for example, is passed in regards to seniors, where they could help us be an actionary component to our legislation. And then they will also be the actionary component to helping to review what the Councilwoman Cabrera and Councilman Spadola is working on currently with the surveys from the high rises across the city. So this committee will be primarily more of to support an actionary component to the work that council members are doing or need additional support in that area, and we'll be the ones that help them give them direction of what that looks like. So they will support us in that way based on the Health, Aging, and Disabilities Committee. Any questions on the update that I just made on the Health Aging Subcommittee? Councilwoman
Yes.
Oliver?
Yes, I would like to be on your committee. If you don't mind, add me on, so I don't have to shoot your email on your subcommittee.
Okay, thank you,
Thank you.
Councilwoman Oliver. Any other questions in regards to the Healthy Aging Subcommittee? All right, seeing none. Any questions from the public in regards to the Healthy Aging Subcommittee? All right. Well, you guys have made this a quick evening for us for tonight. That is the last agenda item for this evening. I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Thank you, and all have a good evening.
Nice.
Good night.